Last week in the UK, the first conviction for female genital mutilation took place, the first in British history, when a Ugandan woman was found guilty of mutilating her little girl. At last, despite it being outlawed decades ago. And the government's response? To tweet the hashtag #EndFGM. How sweet to tweet, but this is just virtual signalling at its very worst. And the UN's got stuck in too. Their goodwill ambassador, resplendent in her Burberry wrap over a national costume, tweets too, pushing the fact that many victims are migrants and refugees. Well, they would, wouldn't they? Here in the EU, their response is pitiful too. Yes, the Gender Equality Committee and the EU Commission have prepared multiple reports, issued press releases and condemned the practice. They have had focus groups, multiple studies by well-paid, bright young things. Many trees have been sacrificed in their published reports. Yet, this inaction is just more virtue signalling. How many convictions in Malta, one of the smallest countries but the highest number of FGM cases per head of population? Nil, zilch, nada, none. Heads up. Here comes a content warning. I am going to use some very strong words and shocking descriptions. If you want to have ignorant bliss, then please turn away now. We all believe in protecting our children from harm, right? It should be a message to those evil, barbaric, medievalist practitioners who slice and cut, often without anaesthetic, little girls' clitorises, that they have no place in Britain. These are little girls, and now more commonly babies, because they can't give evidence, and no one bats an eyelid when they scream. The side effects are constant pain during sex, infections leading to infertility, bleeding, cysts and abscesses. Childbirth can be life-threatening for both mother and baby. Imagine giving birth when your vagina has been sliced and stitched closed. And Western women, imagine having sex without an orgasm, ever. Why no convictions until now, despite 144,000 women and girls being in danger? There haven't been any convictions because of political correctness, fear of being branded racist, fear of going against the fouled multiculturalism that has infected our country and allowed migrants to hide behind their human rights. Their communities protect these butchers because they can. They know the police, the social workers and others cannot touch them. It's a ritual brought to the UK by alien migration that clashes so fundamentally with our values. If you import the third world, you get the third world. As a mother and a woman, I ask how can the women in these mainly African communities allow this to happen? How do we allow this to happen? It's child abuse, it's grievous bodily harm, pure and simple. The police and social workers wouldn't pussyfoot around the white working classes if they were practising such barbarism. I'm Janice Atkinson, reporting from inside the European Parliament.